The king of simps is back on his simping. Just simping for Nicole. Y'all already know who I'm talking about. Oh my Jesus. I just hate to see. You know what? No, I don't. Because he like it, so I love it. Welcome to Leah D TV, where we kiki about reality TV. If you love TV and want to joke and laugh about all the drama you see, hit that subscribe button, baby, and get comfy. So we're going to start off with Deontay and Cole. Y'all already know what this is. Love after lockup. Life after lockup. Whatever, child. The show with all the characters and drama. So we starting off. We seen a good amount of couples this episode. I'm going to start off with Deontay and Nicole. So Nicole is walking into this ultimate tanning spa because y'all know she loves to tan. She was giving very much a thought with the high heels, the short skirt, the low cut top, and the jean jacket. But, you know, what are you going to do? It's Nicole. She does probably one of the most horrible interviews that I've ever seen. She went ahead and let the manager know that she has been incarcerated. And unfortunately, it was for robbery. And when you're trying to work for maybe like retail or food or anything where people are trying to make money, it's probably not good to have like a robbery on your spreadsheet. But hey, she paid the cost to be the boss. So Nicole delusionally thinks that this interview is going great. She's like, I nailed it. She did so well. And before she walks out, the manager is like, we have a couple of other employees that we need to interview, but if none of them work out, we might give you a call. Basically, don't call us, we'll call you. Anytime an employer is like, we have other applicants, baby, you ain't get the job, so don't even worry about it. But Nicole is so arrested development that she don't even know. She's thinking like in La La Land. She thinks she's the best at anything and that she did great. So she goes outside and Tia's waiting for her because y'all know Tia don't work. All she do is sit around and look at Nicole and they look at each other. And Tia has some coffee, so Nicole sits down and talks to Tia. Tia says that she don't have a job and she doesn't feel like Nicole should take the job because she's only going to make $750. Now, if you were a good influence on Nicole, then you would have told her that any job is better than nothing, especially when she has robbery on her record. So, yeah, maybe she should have took the job, especially when you ain't kicking it up like Dante is, obviously, because if you did, Nicole wouldn't still have Dante's name in her mouth, period. Nicole brings up Dante and how, he used to take care of her and she could really get money out of him, and basically tries to manipulate Tia into thinking, maybe I should go back to scamming him. I know I'm with you, but just think about it. So Tia said, well, maybe you should go ahead and start back using him. Tia is weak. Like when I first saw her first time when she was all with Deontay and Nicole, I knew then that she wasn't hitting on nothing. She showed her true colors. She is maybe worse than Nicole. She lets Nicole go ahead and call Dante and keep playing in his face. So Dante picks up the phone and Nicole asks, oh, can we meet up? And I miss you. And Derek, Deontay's friend, is at the house like, leave that be alone. Period, Derek. Please let him know. One thing about Derek, he don't mind calling Nicole a B, and he don't mind telling Deontay that you stupid. So I named this review King of All Simps, and that is in courtesy of Derek for giving me that name for Deontay. Derek asks Deontay, do you have any good memories with Nicole? And Deontay's like, well, no, but I don't want to just leave her because what if something happens to her? Deontay goes on and let us know that he has an ex, the other white girl that we seen, who was a jailbird, that he was with. And right before she passed away, she was trying to get back with Deontay, and he pretty much was like, no. And ever since then, he feels some type of guilt about that. Like he could have stop that. And I feel like he needs therapy, and he needs anything but Nicole. She's not therapy. Even though at the time he says he was dating Nicole and he was just too wrapped up in her. I don't know why, but okay. Tia says in her little raspy voice, well, I guess you can go ahead and see him as long as you stay with me. I was like, oh, she is the worst. You're supposed to be a good influence on Nicole. That's what you telling her to do? Child, moving on. Let's talk about Stan and Lisa. So Stan is sick. He's sitting on the couch with his little cat in between his legs. And Lisa is asking, do you want me to stick this up your butt? Relax, everyone. She's talking about a thermometer, nothing else. I know we know what they do. But this time she's really talking about a thermometer. And he's like, no, Lisa, I don't want you to do that. Yeah, sure you don't, Stan. Stan says that Lisa has been taking care of him, even though they haven't been intimate recently. She has been taking care of him. So Stan gets this text while he's sitting on the couch, right? And he got to put on his trusty dusty glasses just to read it. That's how you know he old. So Lisa was like, you know what? Let me go upstairs and put on my outfit that I use your credit card to buy so you can see all this good stuff in this outfit. So she goes upstairs, tries on the outfit, comes back down. Stan put the phone down. Stan, you so obvious. You don't know how to cheat. After 90 years on this earth, you still don't know how to cheat, baby. You need to get yourself together. You making it too obvious. You just set the phone down as soon as she walk in. Get it together. Stan says that Lisa has spent about $350 on clothes, and now she won about $400 for a computer, but really most computers are $500 and up. Stan says that he ain't got it. But I thought you was Stan the man, though. I thought you always had the coins. He says he's been spending too much on Lisa, blah, blah, blah. We don't want to hear it because we know where you met her. And it was, what's it called? Sugar daddies looking for sugar babies. I don't know. Some type of website like that. So don't act broke now because you in it for the long haul. Lisa asks to see Stan's phone. And Stan's like, oh, okay. And he stupidly shows her the phone. And Lisa's like, well, who's Tia? And he's like, a gal I met about 5 years ago. A gal? You about to get slapped. So Lisa says, Lisa starts going off. She goes upstairs and goes off. Come back downstairs and goes off. She's going off, baby. She mad. I don't know why, because you knew Stan was creepy when you got there. Lisa says, I could be smashing a millionaire, but I'm here with you. Not with them extensions. I don't think a millionaire want to look at that chopped and screwed hairdo. She goes downstairs and lets Stan know, I don't want another girlfriend. I mean, I can barely handle Lisa. Yeah, sure, Stan. So why is you texting Tina, whoever the heck that is? Lisa says, you either commit to me or these other HOEs. And call her when you got a wedding ring and a date, because she ain't got time for it. And the ring better be expensive with some cards, period. Stan says, did she actually leave? Yeah, she's gone, Stan. She wasn't playing with your sickly elderly self. She ain't got time for the games. You want to sit there and try to text somebody? Yeah, Lisa's gone. She'll be back, though. You know she coming back. But she ain't got time for your games. Moving on, let's talk about Mars and Brittany, child. I'm going to start calling him Mars because I ain't got time for this name. Y'all know I ain't got time, child. So Brittany still ain't told Mars what's going on with the money, how they been scammed and woo woo woo. So her friend comes over. Her name is Amanda. And they start to drink and they chilling by the pool, right? They are sitting uncomfortably close. I don't know about y'all, but I like a little bit of space in between anybody, man, woman. Listen, I need my space, especially with COVID going on. It's like they were sitting on top of each other. I thought they was gonna sit on each other's lap. So then they do this weird little footsie thing, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Have they smashed before? And yeah, that was the case. So her friend tells her, I'm beginning to like girls more than I like guys. And Brittany's like, thanks to me. I was like, oh my God, please. Can we move on to the next scene? So they go back in the house, right? And Mars comes down the stairs and Amanda fake spills the beans. Like, this was the most fakest scene I've ever seen, period. And she's getting ready to leave the house. And she's saying bye, woo woo woo, to Brittany, and she's like, let me know if you need help with that Robert thing. Now, why would you say that? And she just said she didn't tell her husband. I was like, okay, either this is fake or she want to get slapped. It's one or the other, because she couldn't be my friend afterward. I'm hoping it was fake, because who does that? I just told you I ain't tell my man. And y'all know women don't slip up like that, baby. We got each other's back. You asked me to lie for you, baby, I don't know nothing. Or you was at my house whole time, period. Why would she do that? Ugh, child. We get it together. Mars is asking, so what's the issue? He's trying to act all, up in the uproar. And Brittany spills the bean that the money is gone. And Mars drops like 3 F-bombs. I was like, okay. Anyway, Brittany goes on to say that she feels stupid. Mars make threats like, if he stole the money, it's going to be consequences. I was like, this is the fakest thing I ever seen. And they are not good actors. He's fake. They're fake. I'm just like, this whole scene is giving very much production. He leaves the house to make it dramatic. He probably drove around the corner, child. He'll be back. Anyway, I ain't got time to waste. Moving on, let's talk about Lacey, Shane, and John. Because y'all know it's a 3-way triangle. Lacey's in the bathroom showing y'all what for better or worse really means. I mean, she don't even know if Shane is cheating, and yet she is in the bathroom 2 minutes after going through his phone thinking that he is cheating. She has no proof except for an X, which could have been a typo. Talk about insecure. So she says, I never stopped loving you, and I just want to talk to you. Can we talk in person? Now she's talking to John. And I'm just like, so you just gonna throw away your whole husband because it was an X in his phone from a female? Wow. So the producers are in the confessional and they're talking to Lacey. They're like, so are you still in love with John? And she's like, I mean, it's complicated. I mean, what is love? I mean, I don't even know. This woman has, 3 or 4 kids and married. She don't know what love is. Okay. I don't even know what love is. I just know he makes me feel like he knows me and Shane doesn't know me. Lacey, you can know my damn nerves now. So meanwhile, while all that's going on, Lacey's daddy is yelling at Shane. Y'all need to cut Shane a break. At this point, I don't even care if he's cheating. Y'all getting on my nerves, and I know you getting on his nerves because this is his life, child. I'm just a viewer. Shane tries to express to Lacey's dad that he's going through postpartum, and this is why he been hiding in the gym like a gym rat. So Lacey's in the bathroom while the daddy is talking to Shane, and Lacey's just going on and on about, I still love you, John. I still care. Can we meet up? Oh my God. Some wife, child. But she's going to slide because, the whole time, I guess she didn't love Shane because, for you to do that without even confronting your husband, you couldn't love him. After she gets off the phone with John, she says, I want attention, and Shane just isn't giving me attention. If I was Shane, I would file for divorce after seeing that scene. That's ridiculous, okay? It's giving very much insecure. It's giving very much you should still be a baby mama. It's giving very much do better. Moving on, let's talk about Brittany and Ray. Okay, so we start off, we see Ray working. Okay, Ray, he at his new job. He's hardworking now, he's ready to make a check, period. Brittany is shopping with her sister, and she's like, as soon as that paycheck deposits, baby, he's gonna spoil me. I ain't even worried about it, period. When that check hits the account, baby, I'm going to be gone. We're going to be on an island somewhere, period. He's going to spoil me. Are you kidding me? I'm not even worried about it. Delusion. One word, delusion. Or, you know what? 2 words. Delusion, restitution. Brittany, did you forget, honey? How's he going to spoil you and he got bills? I'm confused. And I think you are too. So her sister is like, well, what's going on with you guys? Woo, woo, woo. All I heard was they ain't preventing pregnancy. So Brittany could get pregnant at any moment. And when she's going to have that baby, Well, I guess he's working, so I guess that's good. But still, I don't think he's making enough to withstand all of Brittany's bills and his bills. They just need to be mindful of when to get pregnant and get married. Brittany says that she's been taking care of him a year. Child, we wouldn't have knew because the show just came on back on. It's weird how they film. But wow, she's been taking care of him for a year, so she obviously loves him now. Ray says that he's going to pay some bills and save. He's talking to his friend, and he's like, yeah, I just got paid. I'm going to pay these bills, and I'm going to save the rest. So he opens the check, and he's surprised by how much the taxes take out. Ray, let me tell you something right now. Taxes don't play with your ass. Period. Taxes will eat up your check. I know firsthand. First time I really made a big check, I was like, what is this, honey? I've been calculating this check for 2 weeks, and baby, this not it. The more money you make, the more they take. Come on with it. This is your first experience of many. You just keep on living, like my grandma say. Ray is surprised by this. Brittany is still talking to her sister about how, oh, he's gonna spoil me. Oh my God, I can't wait. Whole time racing in the office with his hand in his head, stressed that he done made $21 for 2 weeks. So Ray tells his friend that he sees why people sell drugs because, baby, it's hard out here for a pimp. But Ray, don't do it. You on the steady, straight road. You doing good now. You might be a success story if you keep on this road. We know. All of us know. Trust. All the adults out here. We tired of paying taxes too. But it's something we got to do. I mean, it just comes with it. Okay? So Ray tells Brittany that he got paid, okay? And Brittany's like, oh my God, yay! Oh, great. And he says that taxes ate him up, baby. He shows Brittany the check, and she was like, well, you know, something's better than nothing, basically. Ray says he ain't going back to the pen, but he just like frustrated right now. You know what I'm saying? So Brittany, I don't know, she wanted to do an arts and crafts project. So she pours out a whole bunch of pasta noodles on the counter. And she's like, okay, well, this is your paycheck, right? And I guess she was trying to prioritize how much money needs to go where. So Ray goes over to the noodles and he starts throwing the noodles all aggressively into the garbage, talking about restitution. Well, Ray, we didn't do it. So you mad at us and the noodles? Why? We didn't do it. You did it, okay? Yeah, restitution. And then Brittany gonna say some stuff that had me looking at her sideways. She's talking to we can do this. We have the money. It's not all you. Baby, when it came to his restitution, please believe it would be all him. Brittany, you really gonna let this man take your money for something he did before he even met you? Are you that desperate? Never mind. We all know the answer to that. Ray says, okay, I don't want to talk about it right now. And Brittany goes on to try to talk about it some more. And he's like, you talking about having a family? What the you talking about? I was like, oh, child. Okay. Y'all know when a man money is funny, they get to acting funny, okay? He was stressed out, and it was all because his money was looking funny. He ain't like that. I was like, hold on now. This is a little bit of aggression. Not towards her, but he was just like, it was the first time I seen him really agitated like that. I was like, Ray can get agitated? Okay, then. All right, let's move on to Christina and John, because I ain't see a lot of them, and I appreciated this episode. So Christina leaves the house to call her 20-year-old son, who has never seen her sober. Let's just keep that in mind. But when she called him and he picked up, he called her mom. I was surprised because she said she lost custody of him at 21 months. And he still has the respect for her to call her mom. I was like, oh, he was brought up right. Like, he was raised by his father. He's still respectful to her. Because some kids would have been like, what up, B? What you calling my phone for? You lost? Period. These kids is disrespectful nowadays. You better get with it, Christina. Your baby daddy did a good job. So Christina feels like people might feel like she chose the crack pipe over her son. Well, I mean, you said it. So she invites her son to the wedding, and he's just like, well, we haven't really spent much time together, so for you to just ask me to come to this, it's kind of off-putting. So he tells her, I'll think about it and I'll let you know. Christina goes on to cry, and she's like, well, I just want a relationship. She never looks happy. And I've come to the determination that Christina needs therapy too, okay? She never looks happy. Dirty John don't even make her happy. So, yeah, she really needs to invest in some good therapy. Not Bonnie and Clyde photo shoots. And why did she leave the house to call her son? I thought that was weird. You don't want John to hear you got a son? Or hear you talk to your son? That was weird to me. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. And that brings us to the end of the episode. This was good. I'll rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. I'll go ahead and rate it a 7. You know what I'm saying? Good old 7. It wasn't that bad, but it could have gave more. I can't wait to see next week when we see, what's the crazy man name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. With the new girl. I can't even think of his name. Child that just got out the pen and told him, don't get out the car. Him. I can't wait to see them. But yeah, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and comment what you thought of tonight's episode. And don't forget to like the video. Until my next video, I will see you then. Ta-ta.